Hello and welcome to 4th semester BCom Income Tax 2 class. This is video session 19 on Income from Other Sources Unit 2. We are in part 6 problem solving session. Let's see what is in today's class. We are now solving problem number 11. From the following information of Sahana, compute her taxable income from other sources for the assessment year. If you can see, very important point is you have to solve this problem in your notes. Therefore, listen carefully. What are the adjustments to be done? Interest on bank deposit. Whenever there is interest on bank deposit, we have to directly tax it. Dividend from Indian company. Dividend from Indian company is exempt from tax. Dividend from cooperative society. Whenever there is any amount or income from cooperative society, it is taxable, directly taxable. Interest on listed debenture, net 8,970. Nothing is given. We assume that it is the net interest amount given. When the interest amount is given, we have to do the gross up using the formula 100 by 90 and then tax. Interest on non-listed security 7,940. Interest amount is given, therefore we have to do the gross up and write the amount in the last column. Lottery income net amount. When the net amount is given, we have to do the gross up. And for grossing the casual income like lottery income, horse race, card game, betting, formula is 100 by 70 because 30% is taken as TDS. And then write the amount as taxable in the last column. Income from units of mutual fund, it is exempt from tax. Alright. Next. Examination remuneration. This is taxable. Cost of lottery ticket. This is the cost, not the income. And you always know that any expenses on casual income, okay, like lottery income, etc., any expense is not allowed as deduction under section 57. Not allowed. Therefore, don't deduct this cost from the lottery income. Next, rent from letting machinery 5,000 per month. So, what is the rent received? First column 5,000 into 12. Why we are writing in the first column? Because there is repair charges related to the machinery which is deducted under section 57. So give the deduction of 3,000 to this amount. Remaining amount write in the last column as taxable. Gift from friend. Remember the rule? Whenever there is any gift from friend or non-relative, ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರಲ್ಲದವರಿಂದ ಗಿಫ್ಟನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 50,000 ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If it is more than 50,000, it is taxable and you have to tax the whole amount. Okay? Partallalla, we have to tax the whole amount when the gift received from friend or non-relative is above 50,000. So, tax it. Okay, so that's all related to this problem. This you have to solve and find the answer. Okay, so this is problem number 12. From the following information of Kavya, compute her taxable income from other sources for the assessment year. 18,000 7% government bond. Word interest received is not given here. Therefore, this is the face value of the bond and percentage of interest is 7%. So, let's find the interest by calculating 18,000 into 7 by 100. Whatever the amount we get, that goes directly to the last column to be taxed. 7% Post Office National Plan Certificate 5,000. It is 7% Post Office National Plan Certificate. Okay, National Plan Certificate. Therefore, it is exempt from tax. Interest on loan given to a relative rupees 15,000. So, ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಸಾಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು you have received interest. This is income. Therefore, it is taxable. Interest and debenture of UP Housing Board 19,800. What is given? Interest amount is given. Whenever interest amount is given, we are doing the gross up 100 by 90. Interest on National Savings Scheme 1992 8,000. This is taxable. Interest from post office recurring deposit, not national. It is not post office saving bank deposit. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದೇನು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್, ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯುಮ್ಯುಲೇಟಿವ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ 3,500ವರೆಗೂ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್, ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್. 9% Bombay Port Trust Bond 20,000. Word interest is not in this sentence. Therefore, what is given is the face value of the bond. Percentage of interest is given. Directly calculate the interest amount. Whenever percentage is given, directly calculate and write to the last column. No, do not gross up because interest rate is given. Interest on Karnataka government bond 50,000. There is no TDS for government bond. Therefore, we need not have to do the gross up. Government bond, government security ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ TDS ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು gross up ಮಾಡೋ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. What we have itself is the gross amount. Therefore, directly write the amount to the last column. See the difference. Next item. Interest from tax free debenture of Karnataka government. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಪದ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಗೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಬರೆದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎನಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 45,000. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ 60,000 ಇತ್ತು, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 45,000 ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಲೋ 50,000. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ರೈಟ್? ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? 60,000 ಇತ್ತು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಬೌವ್ 50,000 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ 45,000 ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವಿದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೇಮ್ I have put in the column computation of income from other sources of Kavya. 1 by 1 ಎಲ್ಲ ಐಟಮ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ. ಸೇಮ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್. 7% ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, 7% ಮಾಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಗೆ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 7% ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಡಿಬೆಂಚರ್ ಆಫ್ UP ಹೌಸಿಂಗ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, we have to just do the gross up and write the amount to the last column. Interest on National Savings Scheme 1992 taxable, full amount ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Interest from post office recurring deposit taxable, write the amount to the last column. 9% Bombay Port Trust Bond, ಬಾಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು 9% ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ 20,000 into 9 by 100, write the amount of interest in the last column. All right. Interest on Karnataka government bond, whatever the amount of interest given in the problem is directly written in the last column. Interest from tax-free government security debenture, therefore it is exempt. Gift from friend is exempt because it is less than 50,000. Whenever gift from friend or relative is less than 50,000, it is exempt. Gift from parents, gift from relatives, exempt. Gift in the occasion of one's own marriage is exempt. Then total the last column. Total income from other sources 1,18,060. This is very important. Don't forget to total the last column because that is the final answer. Same I have highlighted for your revision. when gift is received from friend or non-relative ಸಂಬಂಧಿಕರಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋರು exempt ಮಾಡಿ when the amount is less than 50,000. If it is above 50,000, tax the full amount, 70,000, 80,000, 60,000, whatever the amount is given, you have to tax it when it is above 50,000. Hope you have understood the problem. As usual, any doubts, don't forget to clarify and write the problem in your notes, solve yourself. Thank you.